how are you, Josh?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
So, Josh, I'm very good. You're a current undergraduate student on immersive software engineering. So that's LM173. So, firstly, tell us a little bit about what is immersive software engineering.
Yeah, so immersive software engineering is like a brand new course in UL. It's only been running for 2 years. I'm the second year to ever do it. So the idea behind immersive software engineering, we call it ISE for short. The idea behind it is that you're getting 50% of your time in college in real industry placements. It's also like a really immersive learning experience. You're in studio, like teaching classes rather than lectures, and you're learning from like world class lecturers at the same time. So yeah,
Yeah, it sounds amazing, and I know the famous Collison brothers had help in designing some of the course as well. The brothers that own Stripe, and I suppose so. This is possibly a 4 year master's degree in immersive software engineering. So that's a huge sell in itself for students. So you're in second year going into third year?
yeah. So because we go through the summer, I'm currently on residency right now. I'm actually in London on
Wow.
residency, so that's like some of the opportunities you can get. So I'm currently sitting in the middle of London. Behind me, you could probably see. Uh,
Excellent.
but yeah, so right now I'm on my last semester of second year through the summer, which is our residency, and then I start third year, which is the final year of the bachelor's, and then you can go on and do your master's integrated.
So I think with ISE, there is a good bit of kind of work placement and industry placement within the degree. There's a good focus on that.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's very everything we learn in class is so applicable to the actual residencies, and we're learning new technologies that we'll learn to use in context in the real world. Like everything we do is centered around residencies. We have classes on professional development. We literally get like recruitment consultancies in to teach us how to interview for these companies. And we get great experience in interviewing for companies, applying for residencies, and obviously the actual residency experience itself.
So I'd imagine they're very sought after graduates. But just to kind of go back again to the entry requirements, there is a H4 required in maths for this course. So does that mean, Joshua, there's a good maths element on the course?
Yeah, definitely. I think with any software engineering, computer science, there's going to be elements of maths. I think people might overstate the need of maths. Like it shouldn't really scare you off, but you should go in with the mindset that you will be doing maths. Um, it's expanded upon leaving cert maths, so stuff like calculus, um, and like integration and stuff like that. That's more centered around AI and machine learning. I found that's where the maths is most applicable in the course. Um, but again, the lecturers are there to guide you through. They're there for you every step of the way, so you shouldn't let it deter you from applying to the course.
So AI is the big buzzword at the minute. So tell us a bit about the AI module you have in the course, because I suppose everybody, I was just saying to our previous speaker there that people are probably a bit worried about computer science degrees because AI can take over from a lot of them. But she was saying obviously you have to have that human element too. So tell us a bit about AI on the course and how you believe no, the degree is still essential.
Oh yeah, 100%. So ISC takes a really modern approach when it comes to AI. Instead of being taught we shouldn't use it and that it's like plague against the world, instead ISC teaches us how to use AI within like our software development skills and how to utilize it in a way that doesn't take away the skill of software engineering, but also like still have an engineering mindset and problem solving ability while using AI to speed up your workflow and to do things that might be like redundant tasks that AI could do for you. We also like do modules in AI itself. Like we learn how AI models are developed, how they're designed, and how they're architected, which is really cool. And we also do machine learning. Like we create models. I remember in first year, I created like a model that analyzed images to see if it was likely that this person had been infected with a certain disease. That was one of our projects. Um, so stuff like that, we really learn to use AI in a more modern way.
Yeah, I like the phrase you use that AI helps us speed up the work process, which is a good way to think of it as well. So, what type of student do you think would suit this course? Say there's 60ers looking at this or CEO applicants, and they're thinking, yeah, I love the sound of that, but what sort of skill set would they need to have?
Um, First of all, I think the excitement and the drive behind delving into software engineering. Like, people think that you can jump into it just because you get paid a lot and stuff like that, but I really think a passion there is needed. Especially in a course like this, where you're like, your passion and stuff is what drives you. Like, you go into residency, you need to push yourself in residency to get the most out of your experience. So a passion and interest in actual computer science. Um, and then the creativity. People seem to underestimate the creativity aspect of software engineering. You need to come up with creative solutions to problems. At the same time, like right now where I'm working, I need to come up with designs for stuff we need to implement. Not saying it's a huge part, but it's something that you need to be able to do, is to think or outside the box, as any engineer would.
So tell us about your residency now and how the college helped you to get that as well.
Yeah, so essentially, we all get a list of residencies and we rank them, and then we interview for residencies, and then it's all sorted before we go off. So I got my residency in a company called the Intercom. You might have heard of it. It's a very popular startup in Ireland. I've been there before in my last residency because this is my third one. So I'm in second year and I've already done three placements. Um, so I interviewed for them, I got the place, and I came over to London and I'm working within a real software engineering team. I'm shipping real code into production. It's being used by real people, and you're really getting that full experience.
I love your passion for it, Josh. You're very passionate about this, which is great. And the last question I want to ask you, because there is kind of a portfolio you put together as part of the entry requirement for the course. What would students expect to have to put together for that?
Yeah, so I think there's two options currently for the entrance submission. There's a character questionnaire, I think. I'm not too familiar with that one because it wasn't actually a thing when I applied. It's a new option. So it's for people who don't have as much of a technical background as other people, but want to show the drive and ambition to get into
Yeah.
software engineering. So it's more accessible nowadays, which is great. I did the technology project, which is a project that you can use technology in any way. I think a misconception with that is that it has to be programming. It doesn't have to be. It can be anything technical. Um, and yeah, there's both of those avenues, and they don't have to be huge projects. I'm pretty sure you can use your Leaving Cert project if you do anything like that, like construction, engineering, DCG, computer science. If not, you can
Did you
do
do
some.
computer science, Josh?
Yeah, I did
Did
computer
you,
science and Leaving Cert. Yeah.
did you find it beneficial?
I felt like in some of the theory aspects, it gave me a leg up over my classmates, but at the same time, I feel like I would have done just as well without it. It's
Yeah,
definitely not a requirement.
good. Good. Now, Josh, you have it sold to me.
Yeah.
Uh, Masters in 4 years, plenty of residency work placement, I think is brilliant. And you're so passionate about it as well, which is great to see that and speaks a lot about the course. So thank you so much. And the very best of luck with the rest of your time in London.
Thank you very much.